Hey y'all. Okay, I don't need that. I need this. How y'all doing today? Happy Saturday. It is. It is Saturday, y'all. It is Saturday. I don't know what y'all did today, but I had a good day. So far, so good. I've had a good day. It is beautiful outside in the DMV because that's where I'm at right now in the DMV. And in case you didn't know, the DMV is the District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia. Ooh, let me do that too. I gotta share, y'all. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. I gotta share. Hey, Alicia. I gotta share the live. Hold on. Sharing it. All right. I did that. Hey now, hey. I don't know, but there was a flyer that went out in one of the other teams in the chat. I'm not sure if it's in our team chat, but I'll send it later because I'm going to send it out to the team. It's amazing. But, y'all, it's Super Saturday. And I decided to come about this time today, which is just about an hour earlier than my normal time, but it's Saturday and Sundays. I usually, whenever the spirit moves me. So I've actually been anxiously waiting till 3 o'clock. I was ready about an hour ago, but it is what it is. So y'all come on in. Come on. And don't forget to double tap the screen. Just like this. Take your finger. Boop, 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 boop. Double tap the screen. Because when we get to 5,000 likes, I'm giving away travel vouchers. Okay? And I do it all the time. So... And it's not for just one lucky person. It's for anybody who goes in my inbox when we get to 5K and put the number 5, the letter K, and your email address. I'm going to send you the vouchers. So let's go ahead and double tap that screen just like this. And don't forget to share the live because I want to know who you know. Hey, 6th, 8th. I can see now, y'all, the other day. Hey, the modest OBI. How y'all doing? Come on in. Hey, Angela. Hey, Rob Lowe. Hey, user 2396 and user 6967. Now, when I use your last 4 of your user number, okay, it's because I'm prior military, Army strong, and the way they kind of identify us, especially when you're going to the doctors afterwards, they ask you your name and your last 4. Okay, so instead of me reciting that whole number, hey, Oki. Oh, yeah, I think it's Oki. Hey, Jimis Griffin. Instead of using that whole number, I'm going to do the last 4. Okay? All right? Now, let me go ahead and get started. So if you're like, what am I doing? Who is this woman? Who is this woman, Horpo? Okay, let me tell you who I am. My name is Tracy. I am a travel professional, right? I've got 2 businesses wrapped up in travel. Right? I am an independent travel agent, which means I make money when I am booking travel, whether it's for me, myself, and my family, my friends, and my new friends. Okay. Hey, Nancy. And I'm also a travel marketing rep, which means I make money when I'm not booking travel. Okay. And together, those 2 businesses give me the opportunity to make 8 streams of income. And since I ain't one to leave money on the table, winner, okay? And this is a quick Q&A. Y'all know I say quick all the time, but it's gonna last more than 10 minutes. I'm gonna say that, okay? Hey, Maria. Hey, Grandma. Oh, I said, and I'm meaning something. Hey, who's that? Chitwin and True. How y'all doing? Okay, let me see, go back up. All right, so we're going to be doing a Q&A. That's a question and answer session. So if you got questions, I've got answers about the travel agent business, what it takes to get started, what it's like being in the travel business, how you can join me on the money-making side of travel. Hi, Grace Lee. All of that, right? If you have questions, put it right down there in the chat, just right there. Right there, okay? You can also go to travelagentworkshop.com using my code TNight5602. Now that right there, that's a free workshop, free, okay? When you go there, number 1, you're going to, first of all, let me tell you that right now. Thank you, Dina, for the follow. I'm going to follow you right back. And hey, let me see if I can get this. I just got my nails done, and I don't know how y'all with long nails do it. I followed you right back. First of all, Do not put www in front of that. You don't see it there, you don't need it, okay? Don't put the in front of the travelagentworkshop.com. You don't need it. Don't put it in the Google box. God, don't put it in the Google box. You'll get lost, okay? I can't come and get you. I just cannot. Type it just the way you see it, travelagentworkshop.com. And it's going to take you to this page. And you'll know you're on the right page because on the top left, it's going to say Team Relentless. On the right-hand side, you're going to see pictures of some amazing, beautiful people. One lady's got locks. Don't worry, she ain't looking at you. She's looking at her computer. She's probably working her business. The second guy got a big grin on his face. Maybe he's had one too many. We might have to cut him off. Third couple, taking pictures, whether of themselves or something they see on their travels. But you want to go down to it says first name. We only want your first name, okay? We don't even need your last name. We don't even need your good government name. If you want to put Teddy Bear 22 in there, that's what you put in there. But make sure you put a good working email and the code TNight5602. All right? Okay? All right. And don't forget to come in and tap the screen because y'all coming in, tap that screen because when we get to 5K, I'm giving away free travel vouchers. And make sure you share the live because I want to know who you know. And if you really want to be a rebel, go ahead and tap that orange heart at the top. Let TikTok know we are engaging. We are talking all things travel up in here. Okay? All right? And like I said, put your questions down below. Now, if you're not sure you're in the right place, let me go ahead and clarify that for you. Okay? If you're someone who loves travel, all right, you're somebody who loves travel, you want to be able to travel more, right? You want to be able to save when you travel. Who doesn't? Okay. And you would like to be able to make some money in travel. Okay. Then you're definitely in the right place. Okay. So just have a sit down, make sure you double tap the screen and we're going to go ahead and get this started. And remember, if you have a question, drop it down below, right? Now, until you put a question down there, I'm just going to talk. I'm going to talk about the frequently asked questions, some of the things that people say to me when we're talking travel, some of the things that might irk me. No, I'm not going to go there. But we're going to talk travel business until you put a question down there. Sounds good? Sounds good? Okay, great. Now, King, welcome. How you doing? Happy Saturday. How much is the discount on travel for cruises? Now, King, first of all, that's a really broad question. I will say this. When you start your business and join my team as a travel agent, you do have access to travel agent rates. And once you start your business and you get connected and or registered with some of our suppliers, when you go in to book your cruises, you will know the difference from when you book a cruise and John Q. Public, okay, because they are booking as the consumer, so they're getting consumer rates. You will be booking as a travel agent, and you'll get travel agent rates. Can I give you a specific rate? No, there is no specific percentage tied to each cruise because it depends on where you're cruising, when you're cruising, how many people cruising, and all that. All right, but I will say you'll have access to travel agent rates, okay? And as a travel professional, that's what you'll be when you start your business and join my team. As a travel professional, you will never, ever pay more for travel than you need to. I hope that answered that question. King has another question. Is there a startup fee? How about monthly fees? You know what, King? I appreciate you. I do. And I mean it from the sincerity of my heart. Because you make this easier. Okay? Startup fee. To start your business, because like I told you, I had two businesses. And like you see, probably above my head, it says $199.90. Okay? $199.90 will give you access to both your businesses, both as an independent travel agent and then your other business, because they are two separate, as a travel marketing rep. As a travel agent, your job is to sell travel. You know, get people to Tokyo, Hawaii, Lake Tahoe, Vegas. I just booked a trip to Vegas, y'all. Okay, that's what you do as a travel agent. And as a travel agent who gets paid by commission, you will get paid your portion of the commission on everything you book. Okay. All right. So the other business is the travel marketing business, which is your job is to sell the business of travel, giving people the information they need to start their own businesses as travel agents. Did that answer your question, King? Okay, cause it right there. And the monthly is $59.90. It should say $59.95. Okay, but check this out. that $59.95 is not going to be charged until the 31st day after you start your business, because that $199.90 for both businesses, the opportunity to have 8 streams of income, resources, training, more, okay, all right, is under a 30-day money back, no questions asked guarantee. All right. Does that help? Let me go back up. Ooh. The monthly fee, it says $59.90, but it's $59.95. Let me check my other notes. Yeah, it's $59.95. But again, that $59.95, King, is not going to be charged until the 31st day, because the $199 is under a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you have a whole month to play with your business, walk through it, see if this is for you, and then you'll be like, okay, you know what? It's not. And on the 28th day, you're going to be sending that email. And I suggest you send an email because you want it in writing. I think they want it in writing. You say, look, I'm not going to do this. I want my money back. They're not going to call you. They're not going to say, oh, come on, King. No, come on, give us a chance. No, they're going to refund all of your money. Okay? Did that help? Did that answer your questions? Hey, Sells Sparkle Jewels. King says, sounds great. I just finished visiting all 50 states. How you do? Was you driving? Was you flying? Was you? Anyhow, any way that you did that, King? First of all, let me a couple of minutes ago. First of all, how long did it take you? And most of them you flew to. Now, if you booked your own flights and probably stayed in a hotel or whatever, you were your own travel agent and you were doing it for fun. But look, when I do my travel stuff now, I'm doing it for funds. FUNDS. Took about 5 years. You know what? To some, that might seem like a lot of time, but if you're traveling all 50 states and giving some time to each state, that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. But you were your own travel agent, right? Right. Okay. But did the cost and everything I tell you, did that make sense to you? Now, y'all, when I tell King that he was his own travel agent, that's because 85 out of 100 people are booking their own travel, whether they're doing their own flights, their own hotels, their own cruises, all-inclusives. What else? Rental cars, all of that. They're doing it themselves. They're getting on the computer and they are doing the whole clickety-clackety. I gotta have a sound. Right? With 16 tabs open. Right? They're doing the job of a travel agent because they'll tell you straight up into your face, I don't need a travel agent. I know what I'm doing. I know how to do this. And they probably do. Okay? And they have been doing it. I'm not going to get no shade because I took my first cruise in 2009, right? And ever since then, I've been booking my cruises, my trips, my getaways, whatever, by myself. So I was with the 85% until I found out. You know, when they say you know better, you do better. So now I'm doing better because I was doing it just like the 85, right? For free. But now when I book my travel, I don't care if I book an Amtrak train from Virginia to North Carolina and I'm going to get a commission on it because there's a commission. 13 cruises already booked another. See, you're my people, King. You're my people. All right. Now you can book it and get commissions on it. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. So what was it? 85 people are booking their own stuff themselves and doing it for free. I'm not. There's a commission tied to everything, people. Everything. The rental car, commission. The flights, the hotels, the cruises, commissions. The all-inclusive resorts, commissions. Oh, the excursions on those cruises, commissions. The insurance commission. There's even commissions attached to sporting event tickets, concert tickets, all that and more. You'll learn all of that in travelagentworkshop.com. They'll tell you what the commissions are. They'll tell you what the compensation plan looks like. Okay, you learn all that and more with the travelagentworkshop.com. It's free. Just use my code TNIGHT5602. Hey, Lady Valerie, how you doing? King says, is there a standard commission percentage or does it vary? Now, there's a standard and it can change. And it's all good. I got good news and I got better news. How about that? When you start your business and join my team underneath my host agency, right? No, not my host, but the host agency that I'm with. And if you want to know who the host agency is, please go to travelagentworkshop.com. They're going to tell you right off the bat. Okay. You'll know. I'm not trying to keep it from you, but I don't want to spoil everything, right? So you'll find out that when you go to travelagentworkshop.com. But when you start your business and join my team right out the door, off the rip, your percentage of the commissions for everything you book, are you ready? Is 70%. 70%. The host agency gets 30%, you get 70%. And just to make that picture just a bit clearer, let's just say you book a trip and the commission attached to that trip was $1,000. Boom, you get $700 right off. Okay, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get $700 in commissions, and you will get 70% of the commissions on everything you book. Now, that's the good news. The better news is when you're doing your booking, because you know you're that go-to person, you're the planner, everybody knows you put trips together. Heck, they're joining you on these trips, right? And let's just say in a given year, you make over $5,000 in commission, and it's quite possible. Here's two words: group trip. So when you make that $5,000 in commissions, you automatically promote yourself to getting 80% of everything you book, the commissions on everything you book. And check this out. You don't go back if the next year you only make $4,000 in commission, okay? You stay at 80 until you're done, okay? How about that? Does that answer your question, King? Lady Valley says, I'm fine. I can't open the video. It takes me to Facebook. I'm a little confused, but you know what I'm going to do, Lady Valerie? First of all, I'm going to write your name down. Make sure you follow me. I think you are, Lady Valerie, but make sure you're following me. And I'm going to say send the link. I'll send you the link as soon as I'm done with this live, okay? I do believe we're following each other. Let me see. We are. So I'll send you the link as soon as we're done here, okay? All right. Jasmine, hi. Okay, great. All right. Now, and thank you guys for the questions. Thank you, King, for the questions. Some of the people, when they're talking about, being a travel agent, they're like, well, do I need a license? No, you don't. Not to be an agent on my team. Do I need to have an LLC? No, you don't. Not to be an agent on my team. Do I need to go to school? First of all, do you know how long that's going to take? No. You do not need to have a degree in hospitality to be a travel agent on my team. No, you do not. The only requirements is that you need to be 18 with a credit card. Because you got to start your business, right? And this is indeed a business. What this is not is a travel club. It is not a timeshare. This is a travel business, all right? So if that's what you're looking for, fine. If you were looking for that travel club or whatever, it ain't going to hurt my feelings none if you scroll on. Not at all. Okay. So I like to prove to people that they don't need to have all this experience that they seem to think they have to be a travel agent. And I'm an interactive TikToker, so that's why I'm always saying, double tap that screen and then just answer a couple of questions. But here, let me prove to you that you don't have to have experience, okay? If you have ever booked a hotel for the weekend, a week, or just because you want to get away, spa day, whatever. If you've ever booked a hotel, put a 1 in the chat, okay? Put a 1 in the chat. Boom, thank you. Okay, all right. Thank you, Lady Valerie. I appreciate you. I truly do. Okay. Hey, is that Al Crystal? Thank you. But hey, if you have ever, thank you, my awesome super bad director. If you have ever booked a flight, that's a little more intuitive, but if you've ever booked a flight, whether you've gone up and down the East Coast, across the United States and beyond, if you've ever booked a flight, put a 2 in the chat. I don't know about y'all, but I don't drive everywhere I go. I really try to get away from driving because I'm getting a little older. But if I've ever booked a flight, you join me. If you've ever booked a flight, put a 2 in the chat. Thank you, Ms. Deneen. I appreciate you. All right, because look, if y'all driving across the U.S., that's a lot of gas money. Thank you, Lady Valerie, because I know I'm not the only one. And if you have ever, now this is where everybody goes, but I get it, but you're going to know better in a minute. If you have ever booked a cruise, okay, whether it's just for you and your bae, your sister and the girls, because you know somebody is celebrating a birthday all month long. Girls trip, guys trip, family trip. If you've ever booked a cruise, put a 3 in the chat. I know I have. So look, I done booked a few cruises. Okay, if you ever booked a cruise, put a 3 in the chat. Okay. Like I said, this is always where I get to the because I'm finding out some of y'all have not cruised. Thank you, Lady Valerie. And what? All it's gonna take is one. Once you cruise once, you don't go back. I love cruising. Actually, I am a carnival expert. And a princess expert. Because I love cruising. I really do. I love cruising. Okay. Now here's the thing. I asked all y'all those questions, even y'all that's sitting over there in the peekaboo room. I know. I'm telling you, one of y'all sitting in my seat. But I said that to say, because some of y'all have done that. You ain't had no cheat sheet, wasn't nobody over your shoulder. You didn't have a book a trip for dummies book next to you or nothing. You went on your computer, and again, I gotta have a sound, right? And you looked up wherever you were trying to go, whether it was a hotel, all-inclusive cruise or whatever. You had 16 tabs across your computer. You were comparing rates and pictures and times, and those pictures will sell a trip. Tell me I'm lying, okay? And you did all of that by yourself. Well, guess what? You did the job of a travel agent. You just weren't getting paid for it, all right? And this is me trying to give you the information you need to become your own travel agent. You might as well, because you're doing it anyway, you might as well get paid for it. Stop paying all these other people for the work that you just put in for your trip. You know who them people are. You know who them people are. Hey, Laura. Those people are the .coms. And I ain't got nothing against the .coms because that's where I was. Ain't no shade, okay? The Pricelines, the Expedias, the bookings, all of that. I went there. They were part of my 16 tabs, okay? But when I finally got to where I was and I wanted to be on that trip and I said, book it, submit, guess who got the commissions? It wasn't me. Because you know what? Once you hit submit and you scroll down, the fine print starts showing up, right? We ain't reading the fine print. You know you ain't reading the fine print. But I can tell you what you will not find in the fine print. Had you scrolled and read it all, it does not say, congratulations, you're going to have a great time. But if you had been a travel agent, you would have gotten X, Y, and Z. It don't tell you that. Because you, as a consumer, did not know that there was a commission attached to everything. Remember I told you what they call rental cars, the hotels, the flights, the cruises, the all-in-ones. Yeah. Commissions. Now, we didn't know that. Now you do. That don't mean you're going to get the commission. Travel agents already know that because that's how they get paid, by commission. And thanks to King, we already answered that question. Yes, when you start your business and join my team, you get 70% of the commission off of everything you book. So you didn't know that when you were playing the consumer. When you were doing that and you thought you got that good rate, bless your heart. And I said it with a little bit of humor in my heart. But let me tell you the truth about that is that when you did all that and you press submit, you got the consumer rate. I, as a travel agent, a travel professional, I got the real rate. You and I don't travel the same. Not anymore. I'm just trying to show you what I already know. I was there clickety-clacking. Okay, 16 tabs open. But now I know I can do the exact same thing that I was always doing now and continue to do, except now I'm getting paid for it. Y'all remember what I said? As a travel professional, I will never, ever pay more for travel than I need to again. And when you go to travelagentworkshop.com, you don't forget to use my code, okay? You will find out what I already know, how lucrative, how much value it is to have your own travel business. Because despite what y'all think, travel is still in play every day, no matter what's going on out there in the world. And if you're going to be on your computer booking your own travel, you might as well get paid for it. Otherwise, you're paying somebody else to do it. I don't know about y'all, but for me, that's just like me going through my house and cleaning it. And then my husband says, well, you know what? We'll hire a Minute Maid to come in and then he gonna pay them. Trollo. No. I've already been cleaning. I know how to clean my house, okay? I don't need nobody coming and clean my house. If you're going to pay anybody, pay me. That's the way it is. That's the truth of the matter. I'm just saying. And now you know that since you've already been doing it, because you booked the flight, you booked the hotel, you even booked the cruise, right? You're doing what travel agents already know, doing it, but they're getting paid. You're just doing it for fun. All right? Okay. So again, my name is Tracy. I'm a travel professional, right? And I'm here answering your questions about the travel agent business, what it's like to be a travel agent, how you can start your business in travel, how you can join me. Hi, Lainey, on the money making side of travel. Happy Saturday, Lainey. How you doing today? Right? Okay, so if you have any questions, put them right down there in the chat. Oh, and let me tell you about your questions, right? There's no such thing as a silly question or a crazy question or a stupid question or a dumb question, all right? My 7th grade teacher told me there was no such thing as a dumb question. In fact, she said, the dumbest question that you have is the one you do not ask. So ask. Oh, we got to turn that off. Hold on, y'all. That's that alarm. That beep 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 beep. That's because I'm a top tobacco, and it monitors my rate. And I just got through eating maybe half hour ago, so it's registered my blood sugar because I just ate. Lady says she's well, thank you. You're welcome. And she also says, I'm just trying to get back to Jamaica. Girl, who ain't trying to get to Jamaica? Apparently, Jamaica is the place to be. I've been to Jamaica on my cruising travels, so I know, right? But if you're gonna book that trip, Lainey, you might as well do it as a travel agent so you can go off, have your good time in Jamaica, and come back and get paid for it. It's just that simple because it's travel, y'all. But what y'all not realizing is that because people like, but traveling is people traveling. People traveling every day for business, personal, private, just to get away. They're doing it every day. Businessmen are going from New York to Iowa. They're going to need a flight. They're going to need a hotel. And they're probably going to need a rental car, right? Grandmas and grandpas are traveling to see the new G babies. Because I'll be going down in June to see my new G baby. Yeah, that part. Gotta have a hotel. I don't know if I'm gonna drive, but I'm gonna have a hotel. Somebody gotta book that. And get paid for it. People are still traveling, y'all. So while you're in the house wondering about, should I? Because is it look. I've been booking my travel since 2009. And the only time I didn't really travel was COVID because they closed it all down. But as soon as they opened up the ports, I was on a ship that was moving out. And the year we bought our house, because our real estate agent said, don't you buy nothing on credit. If you need gas for your car, you better dig in the couch cushions. Don't you put nothing on a credit card. We were right. We did what we were supposed to do. And we got our home. But other than that, I'm traveling. I don't care. Because you know what? People are scared or whatever. And I understand your fears. I'm not going to belittle your fears. I get it. But I'm a strong person of faith. So when it's my time, I could probably be in there brushing my teeth. And God will be like, hey, you, come here. In the meantime, in between time, let me book this trip. Lainey says, I'm going to send the hubby your way. He has more patience. He has more patience than me. Go ahead on, Lainey. Look, if you have not and you can't stick around, go ahead and screenshot this. And then you could come back and see it at any time. All right. I told y'all don't put WW and don't put the. Okay. Use my code T95602. Thank you for the follow, Lainey. I appreciate it. I'm following you right back. You know what's so funny, Lainey, is that you said you're going to give it to your husband because he has the most patience. You know, you are not the only one whose husband is like, what I got to do now? What? I'm seeing that a lot. You're so welcome. You are so welcome. Okay, now I know y'all see all that stuff above my head. If you have any questions about it, go ahead and put that down there, right? Because that's where I'm here. And in the meantime, go to travelagentworkshop.com. When I say that is the best sneak peek into the travel business and how you can become a part of it, how you can become part of this $10 trillion industry, trillion with a T, okay? I don't know about y'all, but if I could get 0.5% of that trillion, hunty, everything is on auto pay. You get a sandwich, you get a sandwich, and you get a sandwich. Because that's all I feel like I'm going to be making. Okay? All right. He loves to travel. This is right up his alley. Well, then, look, Laney's husband, I'm looking for you. Okay? I'm going to be here. And if he can't find me, Laney, tell him to go to travelagentworkshop.com. Give him the code TNIGHT5602. All the information that he can need and so much more is right there. And it's free. Because when you go to travelagentworkshop.com, they're going to ask you your first name. Remember, I told you ain't got to give you a good government name. I like Teddy Bear 22. You can put that in there, your email address, and my code. They're going to send you an email with a link to a video. The video is free too. All you have to do is watch the video. Just watch the video. Okay? Now, before I go any further and before another question parks up, bite my lip. Let me tell you about the outcomes of going to travelagentworkshop.com. There's only three. There are three outcomes to going to travelagentworkshop.com. The first one, you're going to go to travelagentworkshop.com using my code. They're going to send you the video. You're going to watch the video. You're going to be like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. That's right up my alley. We're taking the words from Laney. Okay. All right. I got this. What do I need to do to go ahead and start my business and join your team? Just scroll down. Scroll all the way down. You're going to get to a page where it says, are you ready? And it's going to say, click here. Okay, right? Second outcome is you're going to go to travelagentworkshop.com. You're going to get the video. You're going to watch the video. You're going to say, yes, indeed, it does make sense. I get it. But I do have a question. Because there was one point where they were womp, 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 and I didn't get it. You're going to come back. If I'm still here, you can ask the question or you can slide it in my inbox. In any case, I'm going to answer the question. Make sure you're following me so you can find me. And then you go like, oh, I get it. Now what do I do to start my business and join your team? Okay. So I was like, okay. Outcome number 3. You're going to go to the workshop. You're going to watch the video. You're going to agree with everybody else because it does make sense. But you're going to say, you know what? I don't think it's for me right now. And see, this is something I've learned. It's not that they don't want to be travel agents or they don't want to have their own travel business or that they don't love to travel and would like to save on travel, make money in travel. None of that. There's a financial glitch somewhere. Okay? Lines are not aligning. Money's being funny. And I really can't stand that saying, say my money acting funny. Let me tell you something. If my money ain't doing what I need my money to do for me, when I need my money to do it, I'm pretty sure I'm not laughing about it. But I get it. It might be that you were not planning to start a business right now. I get it. Okay. Economy is tight. We barely getting eggs up in this piece. I get it. Okay. But eventually, when your money starts doing what it's supposed to, the stars are aligning, money ain't funny no more, travelagentworkshop.com ain't going nowhere, and neither am I. So just go to the workshop, put the code in there, and I'll see you there. How about that? Those are the 3 outcomes of going to travelagentworkshop.com. All right? Does that make sense to you guys? If it does, go ahead and tap that screen. Double tap. Because we're trying to get to 5. Ooh, stop saying that, Tracy. We're going to get to 5K. And when we do, I'm giving away travel vouchers. And not just to one lucky person, but to anyone who goes into my inbox, types the number 5, the letter K, and their email address. Yeah, I'm giving away travel vouchers. I do it every time I go live. I did it before. I'll do it again. Okay. So, I'm just looking at my notes. All right. And again, if you go to travelagentworkshop.com, because I think Lady Valerie is having issues with that. Okay. And you don't get the link for the video, come back and either drop it right down here and say, Tracy, I didn't get it. Or go to my inbox and say, well, I didn't get it. If it doesn't show up within like 20 or 30 minutes after you go and put that information in, then first of all, check your junk folder and your spam files or junk files and spam folder. Make sure it didn't get kicked off over there. And if it's still not there, then you let me know and I will send you the link. Okay? All right. So just so you know, because I don't want you to be out there and not know what you're looking at. Okay. Okay. So we talked about how easy it is. And I told you that there's a commission. This just gets me every time because I didn't know it. There is a commission attached to everything travel related. And as a travel agent, you get a percentage of the commission on everything you book. Now, when you start your business and join my team, that's coming in through the door with 70% of the commission on everything you book. Yes, Lainey, when we hit 5K, because right now we're at 2K, when we hit 5K, you're going to put 5K in your email. Because if I don't got your email, how am I going to send it to you? How am I going to do that? How am I going to do that? I'm just saying, because some people will just go in there and slap that 5K in there, and I'll be like, okay, yeah. So 5K and your email or his email, whichever one. Hi, Always Learning. How are you today? You guys are awesome. You guys are simply awesome. Even you guys over in the peekaboo room, y'all crack me up. Okay. But no shade, because I told you somebody over there in my seat. Okay. So now we got that, right? I'm good. I'm doing good. It's a super Saturday over here, Always Learning. I had a good day so far. I got to sleep in real late. I usually roll out of the bed around 8:30, do my little whole, soap and water ritual and stuff. And then I go ahead and do it. Abby, thank you. I'm going to write that down. You probably told me that before, didn't you? Because I now remember that. Thank you, Abby. I'm so sorry. But look, I'm 50 plus. Not that I'm forgetting everything. But something just slipped through the cracks, Abby. But I got you now because you done told me more than once. So I got you. All right. Always Learning is Abby, y'all. Did y'all? Don't play. Okay. All right. So. Did I see? I don't know. What was that? Okay. Y'all come in real quick. Thank you. I said, how many times I said, I know I'm not by myself. Okay. Not in this world. So we've already established the fact that there is a commission attached to everything in travel. And that if you are that 85 out of 100 people who are booking your own travel by yourself, you're not getting paid for it. You're not seeing that commission. The third party that you went through, they're getting a commission. Or if you go directly to your Carnival people, your Norwegian, your Sandals, your Hilton, they're keeping their money. Like my husband when he trying to book cleaning people. When I'm in here cleaning, I don't get no money. Call them people in here so they can sweep the dust that fell out of the dustpan. They getting paid. I'm not doing that. As a travel agent, I'm booking, enjoying my trips, and I'm getting paid for it. So, what y'all waiting for? What the problem is? Okay. So we know now what the commission is coming in out the door. The training, because y'all figured y'all didn't know what y'all was doing, but we found out y'all booking flights and hotels and cruises, okay? But you're like, okay, now what? I'm with you because like I said, I've been booking my travel since 2009. And as much as I know about booking it, when I came in, it's like, oh, I knew that, but there was so much more to learn that would enhance and develop the skills I already have. Okay. All right. Because ain't nobody trying to tell you to come in and do what you've always been doing, what you was going to do anyway, and then learn how to be a rocket scientist. Okay. All right. But let's stay with that cleaning analogy, shall we? If you're cleaning your house and you're doing this, but they tell you this right here is going to make those wood floors chef's kiss. You be like, oh, I knew that you could use a special kind of thing on wood floors, but I didn't. Look, now your wood floors are like slide across the floor, shiny but safe. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So it's like that. You'll learn more about what you already knew, what you were already doing, except you were not getting paid. All right. Okay. And the training is easy. I had one lady ask me, is it hard? No, they're videos. They are on demand, start and stop videos. Oh, what am I leaving out? They are free start and stop videos. Okay. Another lady asked me, well, how long do I have before I have to finish the training? As long as it takes for you to finish the training. And I say it like that simply because they're on demand. They're start and stop as you go. You finish this training at your own pace. So if you're watching a video and you got to pause it because you got to go to the bathroom, I say get up and go to the bathroom. Because if you're like me, I can't think when I got to go to the bathroom. Come back, press play. If you got to go back a little bit, you do that, right? If the dog has to go out, please take the dog out because the dog's got to go to the bathroom. You can pause the video and then come back, right? And these videos are like, the training videos are like, they're not that long. Oh, and I'm loving IntelliJess, okay? So she's amazing. Watch the videos. They're free. They're start and stop. They're that easy, okay? And nobody is going to be with a whip. I use this as a whip because I don't have a whip. Why would I have a whip? I'm not going to be doing that, right? When you start your business and join my team, you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself, right? I'll be your team leader. I'll be your coach. I'll be your mentor, your business partner. But what I will not be is your boss or your mother, okay? I don't do that. I don't do that micromanaging thing because we all grown folks up in here. I will be there to help you along the way. You got questions, I got answers, okay? But when you start your business and join my team, you have access, direct access to me because you'll get my for real cell phone. Hey, Sinedra, you'll get my for real cell phone number, okay? You will get a link to my calendar so you can have that one-on-one consultation training. And if you need to do this every day, we're going to do this every day. Okay. You also get access to our amazing Facebook chat, right? Just in case you get up at 3:15 a.m. with a question. And you're like, okay, well, I ain't going to text Tracy. I ain't going to call Tracy. Okay. But I'm going to go to the chat and quick question. Trust and believe at the very least, 5 people going to say, see your question, answer your question, or point you in the right direction. Okay. And then you can also get access to our Facebook group. There are hundreds of years of experience there. So even when you're booking something and you're like, well, how do I, and does anybody know if they have kangaroos, so and so and such and such? Somebody's probably already been there, done that, got the coffee mug and can answer your question and or again, point you in the right direction. So even though you start this business for yourself, you're not by yourself. You are under an umbrella of amazing support. Okay. You will never feel alone. I was just watching it the other day. Was it John Wick 3? I want to say it's John Wick 3. Where Halle Berry takes John Wick to the desert to do what he did. And she gives him a bottle of water with her little washback in it. First of all, that's nasty. Second of all, we don't do that here. I would at least get you a fresh bottle of water. No, but we will never leave you out there by yourself. That's not the way we do things around here, okay? Just so you'll know that. But the training is so very, very easy and it's free, right? And then you also get trainings like we had today. There's a Zoom meeting where there's a lot of us there and we are right there in front of these professionals who are answering our questions in real time, pretty much like I'm doing now, right? But these people are like the 6-figure people. The people are making $30K a month. Okay. And I want to suck in all that information because my mama told me if you're going to be a copycat, copy the right cat. Anybody who's making 6 figures while I'm over here trying to count to 6. Okay. I want to know what they did because in this business, they started just right here, starting their business and look where they are now. All right. I want to be like you when I grow up. So I'm paying attention to what you said. If they say slap 2 pencils together and it's gonna make a marker, guess what? I'm walking around here slapping 2 pencils together all day long. So the training is free. And then you also have access to or the ability to go to in-live business trainings where they're locally to you. So you can rub shoulders with these people. Be close enough to smell their cologne, okay? All right? And get some amazing training, networking, anything and everything that's going to help you grow your business. Free? Okay. Yeah. So don't worry about the training because when you start your business and join my team, you have the resources and the training right there at your little fingertips. So yeah, it's there for you. We don't just leave you all out there and say, hey, you're a travel agent now. Bye. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. Okay. And if you're just coming in, my name is Tracy. I'm a travel professional. I am a independent travel agent. Sometimes my brain slows down, y'all. Come on. I'm an independent travel agent. I make money when I'm booking travel. I'm also a travel marketing rep. I make money when I'm not booking travel. Okay? And this is a Q&A session. Questions and answers. You got questions? I've got answers. All you got to do is put them right down there in the chat and I'll answer those questions. Or you can go to travelagentworkshop.com. Use my code TNIGHT5602. Everything that I'm telling you and a whole lot more, because I ain't wanting to spoil the surprise or the party, is right there in the workshop. The workshop is free. The video they're going to send to you is a start and stop video. That video is free. Okay? Okay. All right. That's all I thought I want to tell you. Look, that's that part. Because I can't think for anybody. I don't, sometimes I just lose my whole train of thought. Hey, Sun Moon Gypsy, thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate you. And just like Sun Moon, you know what? I wasn't paying attention. I was just so wrapped up in this excitement of the travel business that, wait a minute. We have reached 5,000 likes, y'all. 5,000 likes, okay? What that means is, and you people in the Peekaboo room, you're still eligible. I know y'all could come over here because there's plenty of room and I don't bite. But we've reached 5,000 likes, over 5,000. I know, Abby, I know. Right? So what that means is that you can now go in my inbox. Make sure you're following me so that you can find me. Go in my inbox, type the letter 5. That's not even a letter. The number 5, the letter K, and your email address, right? And I will send you a travel voucher. Again, this is not for just one lucky person. This is for anybody within the sound of my voice. Okay? Watching me in the Peekaboo room. Go to my inbox. Type the letter 5, I keep wanting to say letter. The number 5, the letter K, and your email address so that I can send you a travel voucher, a free travel voucher, okay? Y'all got that even though I slip over my tongue, right? You got that, right? Okay. Thank you, Abby, for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Okay? All right. So, what was I saying? Oh, we were talking about the training being easy and accessible and things of that nature. And if y'all don't have questions in it, I'm going to keep going because who else is a Marvel fan in here? Tap the screen if you're a Marvel fan. Look, let me go ahead and do that. Boo, 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 boo. Y'all don't even need to know how many times I have seen the Avengers, Captain America, and all the Marvel movies. I will sit here and binge watch all day long. Or even have it playing on my TV in the background. Okay. Now, some people might want to ask me, why did I start doing this? Why travel? So Abby, you my people. Here's the reason. I grew up in Gary, Indiana. I currently live in the DMV. That's the District of Columbia, Maryland, Virginia. But I didn't grow up here. I'm a transplant, right? I got here via the military. And while I was in the military, I got to travel some too. I got to see Paris and London and Belgium and Amsterdam. But I gotta say, even though I was given the DNA and the travel bug really hit me while I was there, I think it was probably somewhere dormant when I was little because I was born in Gary, Indiana, and I was born on the poverty line. Ain't no shame in my game because the way I grew up made me the strong woman that I am today. And I don't know about y'all, but I like me some me, okay? But I grew up in the day of first of the month welfare checks, food stamps, and clothing vouchers. That's just keeping it real. And the only time I saw anything exotic, okay, I was watching The Love Boat, Fantasy Island, or Lifestyles or The Rich and Famous. I even did that mental shopping out of the service merchandise catalog. If you know, you know, okay? I shopped out of the service merchandise catalog hoping that my mother would go through there and see what I wanted for Christmas, okay? And I sat there on Saturday nights and I watched The Love Boat hoping that one day I would be able to get on one of them boats and get in. Thank you, Coach Lavonda, thank you. Look, Abby, you feeling me? Okay. So I was watching it and I wanted to be on the Love Boat. I wanted to be sitting at the bar with Isaac with a Shirley Temple because I was young when I was watching it and I knew the Shirley Temple was not an alcoholic. Okay. And look, I watched Fantasy Island thinking, how green is that ground? How amazing. And look how they're dressed. Thank you. Look how they are dressed. I want to be like them, okay? So after I left Germany and places like Paris and London, I was like, oh, travel must be in my life for the rest of my life. And again, I booked my own cruise in 2009. That was my first time. My first time. Thank you, MBS. I appreciate you. My first time. Y'all, we went to the Bahamas. I walked around like this the whole time. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I knew this was got to happen again. And it did. And it did. Like I said, the only times I didn't cruise and or travel was the whole COVID thing. But as soon as they lifted restrictions, I'm a rebel. I was out. Okay? I was out. And then, of course, when we bought our house, because I wanted my forever home. So if the real estate agent said dig through the couch cushions, I was listening through the couch cushions. So, but I've been traveling since 2009. We're not going to count the military because they traveled for me. But I've been traveling with me, my family, and their significant others since 2009. So when it was time for me to decide what my plan B was as far as being a retiree from the federal government, yep, I sure am. A retiree from the federal government. Okay. I knew travel agent was going to be on, that was the top of the list. Wasn't going to be no store greeter, no shade. I can't landscape. I have unalived a succulent. Okay. A cactus doesn't fare very well with me either, but it is what it is. But being a travel agent, oh, I can do that. My family calls me the planner because they know whether I'm going or not, I'm going to find the best deal for the hotel you trying to stay in, the cruise you trying to get on, right? The trip you trying to be on. I'm going to help you find that. Please don't ask me, Tracy, do you know, have you ever been to this hotel in this, and that? And I may not have. Oh, don't worry about it, girl. I'll figure it out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because, see, I love mysteries too. So now I got to know. I got to know. And so I'm going to look it up anyway. And they know this about me. Right? And they know when they go on trips with me, we're going to have a good time. Because if I'm going to spend my good hard-earned money on a trip, we're going to have a good time. So now, as a travel agent, this is what I put in place for my clients. They're going to have a good time because they're going to have a little mini Tracy in their suitcase and not even know it. You feel me? And now that I know that I can do all of that and get paid for it, say less. Thank you, Abby. That is me. Alicia, yes. And the cactus, girl, look, that was so disappointing. Or so clear. Auntie, yes. Lainey, so you feel me? So travel's in my blood. And I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one who loves to travel, right? Who wants to and intends to travel more. Who would like to save money when I'm traveling. And look, and you talking about being paid with travel? Come on, y'all. Come on. Tell me something. So I'm just trying to share this information with you because you're already doing it. You might as well get paid for it. All right? All right? That's all I'm saying. Go to travelagentworkshop.com. Don't forget to use my code TNIGHT5602. You got to use the code anyway. It's invitation only, and you're here for a reason. I don't believe in coinky dinkies. You were meant to be here, so use that code because it's invite only so you can get in. All right? All right? Good. All right. So I'm looking at your questions because we are doing a Q&A. But like Steve Rogers says in the Captain America movies, the first Avenger, poor little thing was getting his little tail rocked, okay? But he said, I could do this all day. I could do this all day. Okay? So put your questions down below and I will ask them. You can go to travelagentworkshop.com and get those same questions answered and then some. Okay? Just don't forget the code. All right? All right. Let me see. All right. Let me see. Oh, you know, somebody actually came out their mouth to me and they've done it on the live too. Win-win. Travel investigator. Yes, Abby. Yes, Lainey. I sure am. Somebody came out their mouth for me talking about, there's a lot of y'all out there now. This is probably a scam. Y'all just trying to get people's money. The lies you tell. You know what? Here's my theory as to why there's a lot of us out there. Because we know what's up. Okay? We know what's up. That's why. Because we've been doing it for fun. And now we're realizing we don't have to do it for fun. We can get paid for it. That's why. Abby says, so with our current administration, is cruising the safest way to go? I'm going to say yes. You know why I'm going to say yes? Because it really doesn't matter who lives at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. At least not for me. I'm going to leave my address, get in my Uber, because I don't want to drive and park at the airport because I'm gone too long, okay? I'm getting in my Uber and I'm going to the nearest port or whichever port I decide to cruise out of, and I am going to go. Now, some people are concerned about the politics of all and some of the places that you might be, visiting. But you know what? Here's the thing. If you got a good travel agent like moi, who's already done her research, I'll tell you off the bat before you drop a dime, girl, you don't want to go there. They fighting over there. And most cruise lines, they already know that. So why would they take you over there? So yeah, just like when you travel and it rained a little bit, people are like, oh my God, the boat, oh my God, the boat. The captain has already charted out a route and a plan B to that route and a plan C to that route. So yes, despite who is in the current administration, cruising is a safe way to travel. Did that answer your question, Abby? Because I'm going on a cruise. Look, and I'm getting in a plane to go to Vegas in November. Yeah. Traveling is amazing and it's still happening. It's hot. It's sexy. It's the way to get from point A to point B. Because a lot of people, even when they got families, do not want to be stuck in a car with 6 people for 15 flipping hours. Get on a plane. Roll out. Get on a cruise. Y'all got separate rooms. Sail away. All right. Travel is still happening no matter, I almost said something, no matter who is in the White House, what the current administration is doing. I don't think anything is going to affect travel. Travel is one of those resilient issues, businesses, industries that have sustained the test of time. Okay. All right. Hey, Felicia. And you're right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I hope that answered your question, Abby. Oh, Abby says, I meant besides flying out of the country. Yes, cruising is safe. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now, you're in any way, any shape, form, or fashion of travel, somebody somewhere is always going to have something negative to say, because there's the negative Nancy's out there. That's how they got to be the negative Nancy's. Oh, no, you can't get on the water. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hey, cuz. No, it's not safe on the water. Girlfriend, I can step into a bathtub full of water, bust my head to the white meat and get hurt. So, okay. Flying, no, I can't get up. And look, I'm not trying to belittle anybody's fears about cruising, flying, look, driving across country, because I'm nervous when I'm in the car with my husband, because he likes to drive on a speed, not the speed limit. Just the speed, his speed, okay? So I'm thinking if it's time for you to go, and this is just me, and then I'm going to step off that box. When it's time for you to go, when the good Lord above, or whoever it is you believe in, comes to you and says, come here for a second. Come here. Time to go. Go ahead. No time for goodbyes. It's time to go. You gone. You may be on a cruise. You may be on a plane. You might be in your bathtub. You might be walking the dog. When it's time to go, it's time to go. Abby says, I just know here in Florida, we are losing some tourists. And it may be, but you know what, on the grand scheme of things, Florida ain't really suffering. It just seems that way, especially to those of us who are not in the biz. And I don't mean the travel biz. I mean the whole tourism biz. Okay. They're looking at the numbers, and as they should be, because that's their business. But people are still traveling. It ain't shutting down. And if you notice, during a certain season, it might be slow. Then next thing you know, everybody and their mama's in Florida. People still trying to retire in Florida. People going to Miami, Florida. If everything was going to be perfect every day, all the time, first of all, life would be extremely boring. Okay, there's no excitement. There's no adventure. There's no... Okay? So, I understand where you're coming from, Abby. I truly do. But what you may be experiencing in Florida, people are in California probably doing the same thing. Because they just had those fires? People in Denver, maybe the snow wasn't what it was supposed to be last year. Their tourism is down. Or, New York. tourism. It's happening all over the United States, but not so much that it's going to stop the travel industry. The travel industry is 10 million, trillion with a T. $10 trillion strong. And that's encompassing the entire United States and then some. All right. Did that help? I hope that helped. But I understand what you're saying. I truly do. I get it. I sit here. Look, it never fails. Here's the true story. It never fails that, and this is before I became a travel agent. It never fails when we book our cruises, because like I told you, I cruise every year. And before I get off one cruise, I've already planned the next one. I'm sitting here. My cruise isn't until August, and it never fails. At the beginning of the year, I'm hearing about, God forbid, the plane crash. This plane did. This plane had turned around in circles for 6 minutes. Things of that nature that I'll be like, oh my God. And I sit here and I say, after I pray, I sit, because the spiritual part of me has the faith, and we already know what's going to happen in Jesus' name. Amen. But the flesh part of me is like, okay, I hope they get that fixed before I need to go in August. Not have I ever said I am not going. Because if y'all didn't get it fixed, if you see the problem in January, you got until July to fix it. And trust me, they do. Okay? So that's just the way I look at it. Okay? All right. Going on. So when people ask me, is this a scam? Because we all trying to get your money. No, it's not a scam. The host agency that I work with, and when you want to know who the host agency is, please go to travelagentworkshop.com. Using my code. I could tell you. I'm just not trying to spoil everything. But that's one of the first things you're going to learn when you go to travelagentworkshop.com. Okay? But this host agency, number one, answers to the IRS every year. It's FTC compliant, so we ain't out here trying to do business all willy-nilly, all right? We received the Magellan Award, last time I heard, 13 times. And the Magellan Award is like the Oscars or the Grammys of travel, okay? Not to mention we're at the top of the top of the top in travel, according to the Better Business Bureau, okay? Okay. There are 135 and growing. It's probably more than 135 now. 135,000 agents with this agency serving over, and it's across the world, serving over 20 countries. So whoever, if this was a scam, okay, whatever, but I don't think so. No, it's totally legit. Who's got time to be running a scam that big? No, not to mention we are the original, OG, if you will, home-based travel agency. There's some out there, because I did my research, okay? There's some out there, but they're not like us. No, they're not like us, okay? All right? When you go to travelagentworkshop.com and you find out who the host agency is, because you're going to find out when you go there, Google it. Find out what I already know. Okay? All right. If you're just joining me, my name is Tracy. I am an independent travel agent. I make money when I am booking travel, and I'm also a travel marketing rep, which means I make money when I'm not booking travel. Let me break those two down for you, because those are two businesses, y'all. Both businesses together give me the opportunity to make 8 streams of income. Okay? And y'all see a little price up there. Can you see a little price up there? Okay. You'll also find out in travelagentworkshop.com. But as a travel agent, my job is to sell travel. You want to go to Tokyo, Japan? Let's go to Tokyo, Japan. You want to go to Lake Tahoe? You want to go to Denver to get some good skiing in? You want to go to California because you want to go down to Hollywood Boulevard or whatever? You want to go to Sandals? Let's do that. That's my job, to sell you travel. I sell recess, y'all. I sell the world, right? That's my job. And as a travel agent, I get a percentage of the commission on everything I book. The rental car that got you around town while you're there, the flight that got you there, the hotel you're staying in, the resort you are at the beach with, okay? That's my job, to get you there. And as a travel agent, I get the commissions on, I get a percentage of the commissions on everything I book. I get access to the travel agent rates. Learn more at travelagentworkshop.com. That is my passive income, my one stream of income, because that's happening every time I book travel. Okay? We got it? We got it? The other business that I have is as a travel marketing rep. That means my job is to sell the business of travel, giving you the information that you need to become your own travel agent. You're doing it anyway. you might as well get paid for it, right? Giving you all that information you need to make an informed decision about starting your travel business and joining my team, okay? But I hear you over there. Look, I hear you. I ain't no travel agent. Well, guess what? Neither am I. I'm not a travel agent either. I am not, okay? I like to say that I know that I'm an introvert, but I'm also an introvert with extrovert tendency. So I do get excited about something I'm passionate about, I love, and I'm going to keep doing it, right? And as a travel marketing rep, since it's my business, since it's my job to sell you the business of travel, telling you what it takes to be a travel professional, starting your own travel business, right? It's just me sharing, all right? But the next time you say, well, I'm not a travel person. I mean, I'm not a salesperson. Think about the last time you ate at a restaurant and you told your friend, yo, we was just at so-and-so such restaurant last night. Oh, really? How was the food? Oh, it was good. When you go, make sure you get the appetizer, blah, because it was good. You have sold the business, that restaurant, to your friend because they're going on the next date night. They might even go tonight, right? They pay the restaurant. They ain't giving you nothing. Okay? They don't even tell them, oh, my friend told me about this. No, they just go, they enjoy the food, and the next time you see them, they'll say, oh, you was right. You were right. It was good. You've sold the restaurant to your friend. Ladies, when you get your nails done, I just got my nails done. Y'all see that? Ain't that pretty? I like this one. When you get your nails done, and somebody said, oh, your nails are pretty. Where you get your nails done? Oh, I went down to the nail bar. And got them done. Really? Yeah. I ain't even, like, right next to, they go over to the nail bar. They get their nails done. They pay the people at the nail bar, right? Maybe if they see you again, they say, girl, you was right. Because did you get so-and-so to do your nails? Yep. They paid the nail bar. You got nothing. All right. But as a travel marketing rep, with your job being selling the business of travel, and you tell Jane Doe how amazing it is to be in the travel business, how easy it is to start your own travel business. When you point out to them that they were in that 85 and they were doing it themselves, they might as well get paid for it, and they start their travel business. Guess what? You get paid for that. For everyone who starts their business with you, you get paid for that, right? And that's just the beginning, because as a travel marketing rep, there are 7 additional streams of income that you have the opportunity to take advantage of. So together, both businesses give you 8 streams of the opportunity to make 8 streams of income. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't leaving food or money on the table. Especially not for doing something I was already going to do, continue to do, and will do anyway, and now I'm going to get paid for it. Say less. I am just sharing the information, and you will be just sharing the information. When they get that information, just like I'm telling you, go to travelagentworkshop.com and they find out, well, you know what? I've always wanted to be a travel agent. I've always wanted to have my own travel business. Okay, they start their business, you get paid. Where's the problem? You have used travel as a leverage to build a legacy, because this is something you can leave behind to your family, to build that residual income. You know what residual income is. That's the money you're going to need to pay those residual bills. The rent, the car note, the insurance, food, utilities, all of that. That side of the business, your marketing side, is the one that's making the money that's coming over and over again to pay those bills, because they come over and over again. Right? The money you make as a travel agent, it can be as amazing as you make it, all right? But that's that one stream of income, because it's happening only when you book travel. I like to have them both, right? Maybe they'll both be doing the same thing at the same time. Maybe one's one or the other, but I got both, okay? Now, I can't tell you, how much money do you make? How much money have you made? Because I've had those questions. How much money have you made since you started your business? Y'all see that price up there, right? The $199.90. I'm going to tell you about that in a second. That's how much it's cost me to start both my businesses. I will say this, while I'm not going to tell you exactly how much I've made since I've started my business, I will say that investment of $199.90, I've already made it back twice. If I count it right, it might be 2.5. Okay? Just so you know. But what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it, all right? There's no limit on how much you can make. There's no limit on how many times you can book travel and who you book travel for. None of that. What you put in your business is what you get out of your business. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. All right. There was something else I wanted to say, but I kind of lost that. Okay, I'm about to get to the meat of the problem too. I mean, the meat of the issue, because a lot of people ask that question as well. Can you do this full time? No, can you do this with a full time job? Yes. Yes, you can. When I started my business in travel, I was still a full-time employee with the federal government, going in there every day, waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get ready for a 1.5 hour commute one way to work 9 hours at the least to go back on that 1.5 hour commute to go home, and still came home and worked my business. And you're like, how? Well, first of all, I had a wonderful coach or mentor who helped me find those pockets of time, right? Pockets of time. Because before I started my business, that 1.5 hour, either way, I tried to sleep or listen to my music, okay, to drown out the people that was around me, all right? Right? But when I started my business and my coach said, look, this is what you can do. These are the ways that you can do it. Okay, then I found myself doing one of these on my phone, on the first train. Hey, girl. Still thinking about Barbados? I got a deal for you. Talk later. That was a text, 30 seconds, if that. Okay? All right? And then I might be at work or right after work, and I'm sitting at my computer going, I'm going to put something on Facebook. What do I put on Facebook? Oh, I know. Because the cruise I went on last night had some amazing food, and I'm going to say it again. Okay, I may make something about the food on the cruise I went on last year just to let them know. You ready to book your cruise to eat some amazing food or something like that? It may take me about 15, 20 minutes, if that, because I'm not that creatively inclined, but I did it, worked my business. Or I may be on the train going to work or coming back, and I pop my earplugs in my ear and I'm listening to a book for professional development. We're finishing up building an empire, and I'm working my business. So yes, you can do this with a full-time job, okay? We've got truck drivers who are successfully working their business. And when I say truck driver, I mean 18-wheeler. Truck drivers who are successfully working their business. We've got court stenographers who every day on her lunch hour is working her business. She's reaching out via TikTok or a live or a video or maybe creating content. And she's successfully working her business every day. Right? We have a financial analyst who will tell you from 8 to 4, she's working the numbers. She's the number lady. But after 4, she is doing she's amazing. Working her business. When I started, I was a full-time federal government employee. I worked my business. I worked my business and I did my job every day. Now I'm retired. So I work this business full-time. But I'm going to tell you right now, I work banker's hours. Because I'm not getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I pop one eyelid open, God willing, right? And then I thank him because that means I'm awake. I lay there till about 8:30. I get up. I do the water and soap ritual, right? I get up, go upstairs. I grab my cup of coffee because coffee is essential. And I come into my office and I'm either finishing up a quote or building a quote for a client. I am answering some text and or phone calls from my team members. I'm doing some training. I'm getting certified. Those are free, by the way, right? I am working my business. Okay. All right. And then around 12 o'clock, I get hungry. I might have lunch. Then I sit back because I got itis. And then I sit back and go, okay. And I'm still working my business here. Then I put it to paper. And then I come talk to you guys on live. I'm working my business, right? And I love it. I work my life, the training and everything else like that. I work my life around all that, not the training around my life. Or is it the training around my life? You know what? I wrote it down. I know what I meant. I wrap the training and the work that I do for my business around my life, not my life around that, all right? My business is important to me. But when I retired, my goal was not to retire from a job that I have to clock in and somebody's going to be looking for me to do this by such and such a time, telling me I can't do this, telling me I can't go here, and then I could only leave at a certain time. And no, I'm not trying to do that kind of a job, right? This business allows me freedom, personal freedom, time freedom, financial. Well, I'm working on the financial part. Freedom, okay? That personal freedom. If I get up tomorrow and I decide I'm not doing anything travel related, Possibly not going to happen, but at least I know ain't nobody gonna call me and say, hey, did you go live today? Are you gonna talk to anybody today? No. If I want to get up and drive down to North Carolina to go see my son on a whim, I can do that. I ain't got to answer to anybody because of this business. Okay. Or the time freedom. Like I said, nobody's going to say, okay, are you going to be in your office at 9 o'clock? What time do you go to lunch? What time are you going to leave? Oh, you're not doing any work tomorrow? Did you let it? No, we're not doing that. And at Financial Freedom, I'm already on the money-making side of travel. So I see that happening as it's happening. Okay. So the freedom of this business. And it all started with me doing something I was already doing. I was going to continue to do anyway. And now I'm getting paid for it. That simple. Okay. But if you were that busy, that you were that time broke, first of all, I'm going to need you to take a nap because I'm exhausted for you. I truly am. I'm tired for you. Okay. But you can do that. But it can be done with a full-time job. Some people are only doing it on the weekends. Some people are doing it when they have that free time. Okay. Hey, Love Shay, how you doing? How you doing? As a matter of fact, y'all, when I get off of this live, I'm locked. Yes, I'm supposed to be. And I'm a DIYer in a minute. I'm going to go in there, grab my stuff, and I'm going to DIY tightening up these locks, right? I'm not going to get it professionally done until I get ready to go on my cruise. So in the meantime, in between time, this is good enough for government work. Okay, I'm good. Hair is growing. Because when I started, it was like this. But I need to get it done. It needs to be done. And yes, it's thin here, not because of the locks, but because I have alopecia. So it is what it is. But I still cute. Okay. So let me go ahead and get into the meat of the matter, and then I can let you guys go. Again, I want to remind you to go to travelagentworkshop.com. Use my code TNIGHT5602. Get a sneak peek into the travel agent business. Okay. Learn what it takes to be a travel agent, how to be part of the travel industry. Now, I know all that little stuff up there is small. All right. But since I'm getting into the meat of the matter is, like I told you when I started, I've got two businesses. I'm a travel agent where I make money when I'm booking travel, and I'm a travel marketing rep where I make money when I'm not booking travel. Love Shay says, I just did that. I'm trying to get into the travel world. You are already here. You know why? Because I don't believe people pop into this live. Not everybody in this live is here because they're nosy. Okay. You were led here for a reason. There's a plan. There's a plan in place. Okay. There ain't no coinky dinky. You're here for a reason. And Love Shay, I implore you to go to travelagentworkshop.com. Use my code TNIGHT5602. Learn more about the travel world. Okay. Starting your business and joining my team as a travel agent, travel business partner. You're in the right place, Love Shay. You're in the right place. Okay. Now we're going to talk about how much it takes to start your own business. I know y'all see that $199 up there. Do y'all see that $199 up there? Is it covered up with a whole bunch of stuff? Okay. If it is, like I said, I've got two businesses. Both businesses afford me the opportunity to make up to 8 streams of income. 8. I ain't greedy, but I ain't leaving no money or food on the table. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Love Shay. I'm going to follow you right back. Boom. All right. It says $199.90. That's what it costs. $199.90. All right. First of all, that $199.90 is a one-time fee. You are not going to pay that next month, next quarter, next year, ever again. You can have your business for the next 17 and a half years, and you will only pay the $199.90 one time. One time. The monthly is $59.95. All right. I don't know why it says 90. I didn't make this one, but $59.95, right? But wait, that $59.95 is not going to be charged to your account until the 31st day, because that $199.90 for both businesses, resources, and training is under a 30-day money back, no questions asked guarantee. Yep. Now, you can test drive your business, keep it going to the 27th, 28th, even the 29th day, and decide this is not, no. Then you just go on and get on your computer, Send the email, says, you know what, I changed my mind. I don't want to do this anymore. No one is going to call you and say, hey, but wait, no, come on. No, they're not. They're going to give you your money back. Not a prorated, not a percentage, not even, look, a half. They're going to give it all back to you because it's under a 30-day money back guarantee. And what are you going to get for all that? This is just some of the stuff that you're going to get for $199. Like I said, you're going to get 2 businesses, your travel agent business and your travel marketing business, right? You're going to get, let's start from there. You can work from anywhere. Right now I'm in my home office. Yesterday when I did my live, I think I was in my bedroom. Okay. I could be in the car with my husband working my business. You can work as long as you have a device and Wi-Fi. Okay. All right. You can work. You'll get your credentials as a travel agent immediately. As soon as you start your business, join my team, you're going to get 3 emails. 3 emails. You're going to get an email from the marketing company saying, hey, welcome to your marketing business, blah, blah, blah. You're going to get one from the travel side. Hey, welcome to the team as a travel agent. Below, you'll find your credentials you need as a travel agent. You ain't got to wait 2 weeks. You ain't got to wait 2 months or anything to get your credentials. You'll get them immediately. Okay. That's your IATA. That's your travel agent. Your CLIA. Those are the cruise line numbers you're going to need. ARC. All of that. You're going to get that immediately in that first email. The third email will be from me. This email, I like to say, it's pretty important. You need to read from top to bottom because it's going to give you the blueprint, step by step even, to getting your business started. And included in that email, you'll get a link to our 14-day travel booking challenge, okay? You might finish it in 14 days. You might finish it in 4 days. You might sit there and do it in 4 hours. First of all, that's a lot of work. If you're going to do it in 4 hours, but it can be done, all right? But it is going to take you step by step to get your business started. You'll get that. You'll get access to our private chats in Facebook. You'll get access to our private Facebook group, okay, when you start. Thank you, Abby, for sharing the live, all right? Right? You'll get free access to vacation vouchers, similar to the ones that I'm going to be giving away today, okay? All right? So help build your clientele because, you know, I used to say, if it's free, it's for me. So people like free stuff. All right. You will also get on-demand training. Because like I said, when you start your business and join my team, you get my for real cell phone number, first of all. So if you need me, you can always get in touch with me. You will get access to my calendar so you can schedule that one-on-one training. It's unlimited. So if we got to do it every day, we're doing it every day. Okay. Right? You'll get access to them Facebook groups and those chats that I was talking about. And that, when I say the experience and the support is there, it is there. All right. You'll get access to all of that. And you'll get access to some amazing social media training. So if you're somebody who says, well, I don't know where to start, I don't know how to do it, there's a training for that. Well, how do I book? How do I use the booking engine, the booking, what you call a thingy? There's a training for that. Well, what do I say? There's a training for that. There's a training for that. That's that right there. That's just the tip of the iceberg of what you'll get when you start your business for $199.90. With that $59.95 being monthly. And again, this is under the 30-day money back guarantee. Okay. All right. Now let's just say you say, well, I don't want to do all that. I want to be a travel agent. That's it. That's all. I ain't trying to build no team. Nope. I just want to do what I was always doing and I want to get paid for it. And I want to save money when I travel, right? I get you. I said the exact same thing. I said it with my whole chest. I even threw in the word period. I did. Not disrespectfully, but I just wanted to know that's all I wanted to do. I later changed my mind because, like I said, I ain't leaving no money on the table. When you talk about 8 streams of income, say less. But if that's what you want to do, you just want to be a travel agent, you can be a travel agent for $179.95. And everything that I'm telling you is in travelagentworkshop.com. So I ain't making this up. Use my code T95602. And side note, because somebody had the unmitigated gall, the audacity even, to ask me, do I get part of the $199.90? I'm not starting your business. I don't get none of that. So no. Oh, she just want me to spend $199.90 because she gonna get some of that. No. But if you just want to be a travel agent, you can start it for $179.95. And that too is a one-time payment. You're only going to pay that one time, okay? You're not going to pay it next quarter, next year, or anything else like that. And it comes with a $39.95 monthly maintenance fee, because somebody got to help you with that back office, that website, keeping your clients up to date on the newest and hottest travel tips of the trade. That's a tongue twister, okay? But that $179 is also under the 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can test drive your business as a travel agent and decide that you're not going to do it. Just send the email, right? And they will give you your money back, right? Now, if you say, well, I just want to be a travel marketing rep, because I know some people who will do good as travel agents. I mean, because that's all they do anyway. And like you say, they ain't getting paid for it. Okay, you can build a team of amazing travel agents, because your job as a marketing rep is to sell the business of travel to others. Allow them the information and the opportunity to start their own businesses as travel agents, right? That's $19.95 and $19.95 a month, under a 90-day money-back guarantee. Okay? All right? But here's the thing. And I know you're thinking, here's the catch. But here's the thing. If you are a travel marketing rep only, yes, you are building a team of amazing men and women who are starting their businesses as travel agents and reps, or both, okay? And you are making money, because every time somebody starts their business under you, you will get paid for each person, right? Great. Because that's where the additional streams of income come from. Okay, gotcha. But if you want to book travel, because somebody's going to say they're going to all about the whole team building. They just worried about travel, and they want you to book them a trip to Cancun. You can book it, but you will not get commissions, because you're not a travel agent. You will not be able to take advantage of the travel agent rates, because you're not a travel agent. Okay, you have to get somebody else to do it. So that's money going to someone else, okay? Because you remember, travel agents get paid by commission. You're not a travel agent. If you start your business as a travel agent and travel agent only, then yeah, you are selling travel. You are getting people to their destinations. You're helping them realize their travel dreams and goals, okay? And they're going to be watching you, because you're getting commissions off of everything you book. Right? You're being able to save money with travel because of the travel agent rates, right? And other little amenities that go along with being a travel agent with this business, right? They're going to be watching you. Okay? And they're going to be like, girl, what you doing? I see you. Are you going somewhere else? Oh my God. Yeah. I want to do that. I want to be a travel agent. Well, just pump your brakes, Lucy. They can't join your team. Why? Because you are a travel agent. Your job is to sell travel. In order for them to be a travel agent, they have to go through a travel marketing rep. In order for them to join you in the travel business, you would have to be a travel marketing rep. Now, that's why I say it makes sense to have both businesses, or be what we like to call hybrids, because we have both businesses. Because while you're doing your thing as a travel agent and you're making it happen and you're saving your money and you're going back and forth on these trips, it all looks good, especially from the outside looking in, because people are watching. But you can't build a team because you're not a marketing rep. But if you had both, not only are you making your money off of everything you book, you're also making money when people are starting their own business, because you are selling the business of travel to other people. Do you see what I'm saying? You feel me? And the difference is like $20, depending on where you start. Okay. So for $19.95, you can be a travel marketing rep. For $179.95, you can be a travel agent. To have both, to be a hybrid, if you will, is $199.90. Okay. Got it? You with me so far? All right. One of the guarantees, because I know if it's probably behind my little head up there and all other little words, it says the money back. There's a money back guarantee. In addition to that 30-day money back guarantee, the company also offers a 12-month guarantee. 12-month. Thank you, Alicia. 12-month guarantee. And you want to know how that works? I'll tell you. Let's just say, you're like, Tracy, I get it. I love it. I've been doing it anyway. I might as well get paid for it. Come on. All right. And I travel. So if nothing else, I can get paid on my own travel. Yes, yes, and yes. So you start your businesses for $199.90. And for the next 12 months, you are working your business. You are actively working your business. And I say that because some people will start their business, slap on a name tag that says, hey, I'm Joe, I'm a travel agent, and do nothing but expect everything. You start your business for $199.90. You actively work your business for the next 12 months, your first year. You're talking to people. You got a couple, 2, 3 people joining your team. You're booking travel. You're getting the commissions on that travel, right? The company says at the end of your first year, I like to show you guys that I always keep this, it's in writing, so I ain't making this up. The company says that if you do not earn and or save more in your first year as a travel agent, right, than the fees it cost you what it cost you in fees to get started as that travel agent, we will refund the difference. Which means if you made $400 in your first year and you spent $859.35, because that's pretty much what it is, $859.35 at the end of the year, they're going to say, I see you and I see how hard you was working. I saw you working your business. They're going to pay you the difference. So they're going to write a check for $459.35 and give it to you. And you get to keep the business. So where's the risk? Because I hear people when they say, oh, $199, and out they mouth, and I'm going to say it, out they mouth, thank you, Lainey, for sharing the live. They'll say, oh, well, that's not bad. That's out their mouth, out their wallet, or out their mind. They say, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. But here's something I want you to think about. This is what I want you to think about. We, and I say we because I continue to do it to this day, we tend to spend money and have nothing to show for it on the regular. My husband and I, we have to go out to dinner. We have a great time. The food is delicious, okay? But I can guarantee you we're not going to see that food again. At least not in the way it was on our plates, okay? That money's not coming back. And we spent upwards of $199 before tip, all right? If you've ever been the maid of honor in a wedding, you got to buy the dress, the shoes, get the hair, the makeup, the nails done. And if it's a destination wedding, you've already spent more than $199.90. You have no regrets because that's your girl or your dude or whatever. They found their person. They're in love, okay? And you were a part of that. Awesome. Great. But when they go off to their honeymoon, you got to go home and put that dress and or tuxedo in the closet, never to be seen and or worn again. Regrets? No. But what do you have to show for it? A happy girlfriend who's now married? I'm just saying. We spend money on the regular and we have nothing to show for it. All right? When you start your business and join my team, you are using travel as a leverage to build that residual income, to have that money to show for it, okay? That legacy that you can leave behind when you're gone. Okay, you'll have something to show for it. All right, think about it like this. I'm the kind of person who did not like. There's two things. I did not like the whole auto pay system. What I don't need you doing is going to my account and taking the money. I don't care that the bill is due. I know the bill is due, but maybe I don't want you taking out that account. Maybe I got to move some money around to make sure it's in there, because what I'm not going to be doing is robbing Peter to pay Paul to pay a light bill. We ain't doing that. Okay? All right? But now that I've started my business, my goal is to get everything on auto pay so that I could just be laying on the beach. And this is number 2. So I can lay on the beach and not worry about the receipts. I'm just saying, ooh, today is what? Oh, I got paid today. And know that the money in the account is all good. Whatever's got to come out to pay whatever bill is getting taken care of. All I need to worry about is how to get all this sand off my feet so I can put my shoes back on and get back on the boat. You feeling me? You feeling me? Okay, that's what I'm saying. So when you're like, oh my God, $199.90, I get it. I understand. Everybody can't pull money out of their mama purse. That's what I call the mama purse. If you know, you know. And look, but I will say that since my initial investment to start my business, I've seen it come back twice. Okay? I'm on the road. I'm on the road of that financial freedom and absolutely loving every step. Because I can say this, I got paid, today's Saturday. I got paid Thursday of this week. I got paid Thursday of last week. And I've been getting paid since the 6th of April every week. Every week. Okay? Because of those streams of income. Learn more about those at travelagentworkshop.com. Use my code TNIGHT5602. Am I bragging? No, I'm sharing because I'm excited about it. I don't know about y'all, but look, the job I had for the government did not pay me every week. Okay? It did not. And I'm not telling you quit your job. Please don't quit your job. Because what you're not going to do is put Tracy's name on that. No, do not quit your job. But you could keep that job and start a business. Because my job before I retired, that was my food, shelter, and clothing thing. Anything else was extra me money. This right here is my me money. Okay, so now I am able to travel more, go to other places, keep that extra money in my pocket. The commission, look, let me get enough to pay a car note. Okay, what? And the insurance, what? And do, and have, okay? That's all I'm saying. No bragging. I'm just trying to keep it real and stay in compliance, okay? So don't ask me how much I made, because I'm not going to give you that. That's just like standing around the water cooler and saying, what'd you get for your bonus? What'd you get for your bonus? You know you ain't supposed to talk about that. Don't do that. But if you want to know more about the compensation plan, the streams of income, the money back guarantees, and a whole lot more, go to travelagentworkshop.com. Use my code TNIGHT5602. It's a free video, y'all. It's a start and stop video. Okay? And that's all I'm asking you to do. I'm going to ask you to make a decision on that, but I'm telling you, it's going to give you all the information you need and then some to make an informed decision about starting your business and joining my team. Because I could easily just give you the link and say, hey, you say you're interested, you want to join my team, here's the link. I'm not going to do that. I want you to know everything, because you're not going to say, well, Tracy, you didn't tell me this. I didn't know that. Tracy, you didn't say that. Nope. Go to travelagentworkshop.com. Use my code TNIGHT5602. Learn all you need to know and then some. Okay? Now, here's a bonus. I'm going to tell y'all this, okay? Because I just got this information today. And if you're just joining me, my name is Tracy. I'm a travel professional. I have 2 businesses in travel, right? I'm an independent travel agent. I get money. I make money when I book travel, and I make money when I'm not booking travel. But here's a plus for you. I learned this today, okay? If you don't want to take my word for it, you want to hear from somebody else, because maybe I'm not for you, and I get that. I want you to join me tomorrow at either 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm not going to be the one talking. Not me. Some powerhouses in the travel industry, the $10 trillion industry, will be telling you all about how this works, okay? And I'm inviting you, all of you, as my guests. Now, if you want to go to this webinar tomorrow at either 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, or 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, the only thing you need to do in the next, I would say, before I leave this live, is either go in my inbox and put the word Sunday, because that's when it's happening tomorrow, and it's Sunday. That's the easiest thing. That way it'll stand out. Put the word Sunday in my inbox. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the link so that you can join me. Let me say Sunday 1. That's how we're going to do it. Sunday 1, Sunday 4, Sunday 7. Put that in my inbox, and I will send you, I'll put the link, I'll reply. So you're going to have to come back to your own inbox. Okay? And I will send you the link so that you can join us tomorrow, either 1, 4, or 7. Okay? All right? If you want to know that, and you want to hear some other real life people, right, tell you how they got to where they are in this business, and then something, how you can do the same thing. See, that's what's so great about this business. You can start this business and pass me, and I'm just going to do this on your way up. Thank you, Lainey, again for sharing, right? There's no quota. There's no ceiling. You can make as much as you like. You can start this business and stop this business whenever you like. No questions asked. Nobody's going to tell you, don't do that. Don't go. No. But I would love for you guys to get even more information. You can still go to travelagentworkshop.com. Use my code TNIGHT5602. And if you're teetering on the edge, go in my inbox, type the word Sunday 1, Sunday 4, or Sunday 7. And I'm going to send you the link so that you can be part of this webinar and learn everything I already know about how, if you're going to do it, you might as well get paid for it. Make sense? Okay. I just thought I'm going to do that for you. Again, go to travelagentworkshop.com if you really want to keep it tight and simple. If you haven't already screenshotted it, go ahead. travelagentworkshop.com using my code TNight5602. It's a video. They're going to send you an email with the video in it. If you don't get the email, just send me a message. Make sure you follow me so you can find me and say, I didn't get the email. I'm going to send it to you. Okay. You'll learn so much more than what I just told you here, more than what you see up there. Okay, it's going to be amazing. Now, if you are into the amazing and you want to hear from some other super bad all day long powerhouses in this industry, right? Okay. One of them was on my live, y'all. She was here. Every time I see her name, I get like this. Anyway, you can learn more from other amazing people just by typing the word Sunday 1, Sunday 4, Sunday 7 in my inbox. Okay. And I will send you the link so that you can join me tomorrow on the webinars. All right. I'll be there. I'll be there. Just so you know, I will be there. All right. I want to thank you guys for getting us over 5K today. And remember that if you put the number 5, the letter K in your email, I will send you a voucher. I know that's a lot. I know you want to get your voucher. You want to get your information on. I want you to go to the workshop and learn more. I know that's going to keep you busy, but you know what? In this business, I love busy people. That means you get things done. Right. All right. So in the meantime, in between time, and until I see you guys again, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be blessed, and know that I love you. Bye.